Hi everyone, I am Ketra, and today we are going to discuss spiritual steps to recovery. So whether you're in recovery for the first time or just need a refresher on some of the steps and how they continue to relate to everyday parts of our life, this is step 8. So the spiritual principles behind step 8 are brotherly love, unselfish concerns for others, compassion and honesty, willingness to make amends for past harm. So it's a big step. There's a lot of humility that's needed in step 8, but it is a very eye-opening and awakening step. It is what others refer to as shadow work. It's interesting when you're in recovery, and I am also in recovery. So if you need additional help, I'm always willing to talk to those on the spiritual path to recovery. So leave a comment on how I can get to you. Send an email, or if you would like a one-on-one personal reading with me, click the link in the description below. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos and all that fun stuff. But most importantly, it is so eye-opening how spiritual recovery in certain programs relates to the actual spiritual connection and soul's path that we're on. And the way that, what is the word that I'm searching for? It's how they correlate together, because the 12 spiritual steps of recovery, they correlate with the spiritual path of connecting to the divine and connecting to God. They emulate each other so much. So this is a willingness to make amends to those that you have harmed from past behaviors, substance abuse, and things like that. But it is also recognizing what they call your shadows. So your shadows are the things, people, places, things that you have harmed, or past behaviors that you participated in that no longer serve you. So once you work through your shadows, you get to the light. That is the intention, is to get to the light. What is the light? The light is the divine. The light is God. The light is your higher power, whatever you resonate with. So when you work through your shadows and you make your amends and things like that, that is working through your shadows to get to your light, which is your soul's purpose, which is why we're going to start with the Akashic Soul Records Oracle to just tap in collectively to where you're at on your soul's path right now. And put you down. And Akashic Soul Records Oracle, where are they at, or what messages do you want to send them from their soul? Okay. First step. You are at the beginning of a new journey of action. The first step holds the power to change everything. Take it boldly, even if you feel unsure. And that's so huge, because full body chills right then. I was going to get more, but we don't need more. It is, and I just love that we're talking about steps, and these are steps in that picture. You're literally taking one step at a time. And if you've made it to step 8, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. And if you're revisiting step 8, that's always good. It's always good to keep yourself in check, to keep yourself in line with your soul's path. But take this step boldly, even if you feel unsure. And some of the literature says, to you make your amends, like make your list, make your amends, as long as it will not harm others, So you have to, it helps to work. You don't have to do anything. It helps to work with others that are like-minded so that you can navigate how to move forward through step 8. But yeah, you're at the beginning of a new step in your journey. The first step holds the power to change everything. It will literally change everything, because with humility, you can accept your shadows. You can be grateful for your shadows because they've led you to today. And only for today do you need to keep in mind where you're at, not future stuff, just for today. So we're also going to get Path of Light Oracle deck, because again, that's where we're moving towards. We're moving towards the light. We're moving towards God, a higher power, the divine. Unflinching. I am steadfast in the face of fear, calmly accepting life's challenges. I remain unwavering. My thoughts are gentle, and I approach each situation with inner peace and resolve. So yes, as you are moving through step 8 and you're going to be making those amends, you step through each situation gently, with inner peace and resolve. So next we are going to do these oracle cards here. And I'm just looking at the notes that I wrote out before. So using the spiritual steps to recovery is the key that will open those doors that had been locked by past behaviors. And I think that's what we're going to talk to Tarot about, is how do we do that? So, guidance from above, success and triumph. Nothing will be able to get in your way. You will surely come out on top. I love that guidance, because again, once you go through that shadow work that you're going to need to do to get through step 8, you will surely come out on top. Don't go into, I would advise not going into it thinking or perceiving what the outcome is going to be. It's just simply acceptance. It's just acceptance from where you are at and understanding to accept where others at as you're making those amends, right? Courage. Boost your courage so you can put yourself out there in a bigger way. That's fantastic, because you need a little bit of courage. And again, if you need some courage or some support, myself and my husband, we're both in spiritual recovery. So if you don't feel comfortable talking to a female and you would like a male to talk to, I'm sure my husband also would be willing to connect with any of you guys out there too. We're both definitely here for you guys while you're on your spiritual path to recovery. So using the tarot, we're going to talk about the foundation for changing your life, which is step 8. We're going to tap into tarot, and we're just going to use the tarot to see where you're currently at on your soul's path and what guidance from above we can give you as you're navigating step 8, which it is an amazing step because it's so freeing. Each one of the steps to recovery gets you freer. It gets you closer to the connection with God and the divine. Okay. So your first card is you, right? But you have 2 of them. So I'm going to take them both as you. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. So it shows that you are currently nurturing yourself. You're working on yourself, and you're just being kind and abundant to yourself, meaning you're giving yourself the time and the space that you need to be able to walk these steps of spiritual recovery. And what is that doing for you? What you're doing for yourself right now, when you're connected to the divine and to God, you're giving yourself balance. And then I think it's what I also just heard is step 8, when you're doing that, you're kind of giving justice, right? So you're going through your list of people that you have harmed. You're having empathy for others you have harmed with humility. So you have the empathy and you have the humility, and that's going to create the change and the balance in your life. So I love that. So it's kind of like helping others that you have harmed, feel, kind of, having some sort of, not justice, like justice, but just like the humility. Like, I wasn't in a good place and I did X, Y, and Z. And you can say whatever words come to you when you're in those moments, and then also come from a place of, is there a way I can make it right? Or what can I do now for you at this point because of X, Y, and Z? So it's creating that balance and that harmony in your life. I love that card came out too for that first one. So what is your crossing energy? So crossing energy, what does that mean? It means what's either helping you or hurting you right now. So what energy is around you that's either helping you or hurting you right now? I just heard mind. So it could be your mind that is helping you or hurting you right now. This is a collective reading. If you were with me, I would be able to tap in a little more directly, but it's either your mind. Your mind is either helping you or hurting you right now. So let's see what card comes out. The Ace of Cups. So the divine is really wanting to gift you that love overflowing in your life. The Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning for you. So what's either helping you or hurting you is a new emotional beginning. And so once you tap into the fact that this step 8 is an emotional beginning for you, because it's the beginning of freeing yourself from your shadows. So let's take a look at, I always cringe a little bit. Let's take a look about, past, because when you're on the spiritual path of recovery, typically, the past has been rough, right? But that is part of our soul's journey. It's not like, oh my gosh, it was so bad. This was just the journey you chose to be on while you're down here having a human experience, right? So where were you at? So Four of Pentacles shows that you were holding on so tightly to thinking that you knew the right things to do and that others were wrong and that you're right. You were just holding so tightly to how your life was before. But moving forward, the next card is going to be like a little glimpse into like your future self. So what does your future self look like as you're going through step 8? So this is the Seven of Wands. So this is you really taking a stand in your life on how you want to move forward. This is you standing in front of everything that you possibly want to kind of like tackle in the future. It's you looking at everything that was in your shadows and like one by one, I'm going to stand firm in the belief that I can be better. I can be the change. I can change my behaviors from the past and not wavering from feeling that way. So I love that for you. So it's kind of like that conviction that you have to be better on your soul's path. And I just feel a little emotional right now, and I don't know why. I think it's that feeling that you want to have, that you so desperately want to be better and you want a better life, but you're doing it. If you're taking these steps or even revisiting these steps, you are doing it. So what is the help that you are getting from above? The help that you're getting from above, this is the Three of Swords. So the help that you're getting from above, from the divine, from God, from your higher self, is you're healing your heart. So just take it easy. Heal your heart one step at a time. And then we're going to do 3 cards of advice as they're going through step 8. We're going to do 3 cards of advice as we're going through step 8. So I look, this is probably my favorite card in tarot. It is the High Priestess. She is the keeper of secrets. She is the keeper of the bridge between the divine and us here on earth. And in this card, she holds all the secrets. So what that means for me, for you, is to let you know that you hold the keys to your divine happiness. You just tap into the divine, you tap into God, you tap into your inner self, and you'll realize that hold on, I wrote it down. Using the spiritual steps to recovery is the key that will open those doors that have been locked by past behaviors. You hold the key, and that's what the High Priestess is here to tell you. There's also no ceiling on this card. The possibilities, that the way your life can improve are absolutely infinite. Your next card of advice is the Four of Swords. So as you're going through these steps, just remember to take time to rest and to pray or meditate, whatever resonates with you. Take time and ask for the guidance that you need. Because in this card here, this person here, so like let's say it's the Hierophant or somebody like a priest or something like that, like I don't exactly resonate with certain religions and things like that, but this is like, let's say the divine God, he is, or they are blessing this person here. So in this card, while this person is resting, they are asking for a blessing. So take the time to go in and just ask for the blessings and the guidance that you need as you're moving through step 8. Thank you. And this is also future advice, is that it's the sun. This is going to be the energy that you will achieve once you continue to walk those spiritual steps to recovery. It is the sun. These are 3 fantastic cards of guidance. So we are going to end the reading, like I said, with the inner child. Because again, once we tap into our inner child, we are really able to achieve such a more balanced life, because we're just remembering that we're down here for a specific purpose, right? And you're just moving through the steps. You're moving through your purpose. And your inner child wants you to know Aw, be true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. Be true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. Look at that beautiful little unicorn on the card. And the sky. It's like how you feel when you're in the energy of the sun. Just be true to who you are. So, as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. I'm trying to help as many souls as possible. So, if this message resonated for you or you know somebody that it would help, please feel free to share my video and my channel. Until the next video, take care and have a great rest of your day.